Hello and welcome to Here with Joe. How are you doing today? Hey, I can't hear myself because I don't have my headphones in because I'm driving home from San Diego. I forgot to promote this show on here. What's the fucking point of doing this podcast if I'm not promoting my shit? Well, I didn't do it on Sunday or Monday because I'm a lazy piece of shit. It's Wednesday night. I'm driving home to Los Angeles. Yeah, I'm driving home right now. I wonder if I could get a ticket for talking on a recorder. I'm not on the phone. I am not on the phone right now. This is not a phone. This is just the stick that I'm talking into. What if I was just talking to my hand? What if I was just talking to my sunglasses? Maybe I'll put my sunglasses on top of the recorder. See if that makes a difference. I don't have the little fuzzy thing on the microphones, so this probably sounds harsh. You're probably getting all the P's and all the S's and shiz. I bet my coughs sound a little grosser, a little more flim-flammy. And yeah, those little smacks. Ugh, I bet that sounds awful in your headphones. But let's be honest. No one's listening to this in your headphones. You're listening to this on your drive to or fro work. And if you're listening to this at all, this is probably just getting downloaded to your phone. You don't even realize it exists. That's what this podcast is. We're just here. We're here with Joe. What happened this week? The Titans suck. The Titans are out. We're done. Why do I even follow this fucking team? I don't live in Tennessee. I have no plans to go back to Tennessee. I wish the Raiders moved to L.A. and I would have just became a Raiders fan. But alas, I'm tied to the Titans for some goddamn reason. Why do we do this? Why do we give a shit? Why do we connect ourselves to a team? As I've gotten older, I respect bandwagon fans a lot more. Like who you like when you like them. People get divorced all the time. We don't think that's weird. Why can't you divorce your team? It makes more sense to divorce a team than divorce someone that you loved. It makes more sense to divorce a team than divorcing someone you had sexual relations with for years. I ain't fucked Derrick Henry. I ain't fucked Ryan Tannehill. Why do I give a shit? And they're gonna. That's another thing. They divorce you. They go to another team. We're getting had here. This is a one-way relationship. And they haven't gotten me any jewelry. Alright? Not one fucking Super Bowl. I'm about done with it. Alright? I'm a battered woman. I'm tired of it. That's that sport. I tell you what. The Australian Open's about to start. That's right. Your boy's about to start this podcast. I was all hoodwinking you. This started right at the beginning of the off season, and there's a strip club that I'm passing called Les Girls Theater, like Les Girls, like it's French, and it world famous Les Girls. Les Girls? Is it lesbians? Weird. It looks like straight out of the 70s too. That's a weird-looking strip club. San Diego, God bless you. Great show tonight, by the way. The Good Jokes stand-up comedy show at Good Bar. And I got some listeners in San Diego. Fuck, I'm sorry I didn't promote it. But it was a good crowd anyway. Thanks for coming out. Fuck, I gotta get on the damn interstate. There we go. This is probably dangerous. It's okay. Yeah. What were we talking about? Strip clubs? Derrick Henry? Tennis. Yeah. The Australian Open's about to start, And that means it's the beginning of the tennis season. And I hoodwinked you guys. All right? I started this podcast in the off season, so you had no idea. Get ready, folks. This is about to be a tennis podcast. We're about to talk every week about it. I love it. And I'm so glad that Netflix got that show coming out. It was all about last season, which it was a good season to do a documentary series on. A lot of drama. I had the youngest number one in the world of all time, Carlitos Alcaraz. All right? You're going to hear that name a lot. All right? And I know what you're thinking. Tennis, who gives a fuck? You should. It's the best sport. And that, you can bandwagon. Why not? It's individuals. You're following people. You get to know the person. All right? It's like politicians too. You know, it's like you actually start to think, like, you get to know them. You see their full personality out there. You see how they act when it really comes down to it. And it's all on them. Tennis is like, it's all the beauty of boxing, one-on-one, you know, a man-on-man, woman-on-woman, battle, war, all the beauty of boxing, all like the little bit of strategy, you got your guy on the ropes, boxers versus punchers, all that shit. All the beauty of boxing with none of the brain damage. Some of the brain damage, I will say that. None of the brain damage happening on the court. But all professional tennis players are a little bit R-word, you know? Retarded a little bit. Sorry, I know I don't like to use that word, but they are stunted a little bit. It's because to be a professional tennis player, you got to start, like, really training. Like, you got to, that's why all the parents are rich. Because you got to just those parents have to just decide, you're going to be a pro tennis player. I'm putting all my money on this. And you got to say, you got to drop out of school in the 4th grade. They send you to school, but it's like a tennis school that you do like 2 hours of math and then 18 hours of tennis. All right? Listen to any of these tennis players. That's what this documentary is going to show. It's going to show that, because listen to any of them talk. They're all just a little touched. That's what old people used to say in the South about, you know, mentally challenged people. A little touched. God touched them a little bit. But that's what you got to do. I mean, tennis parents are fucking crazy. You know? For your kid to be a successful tennis professional, you got to have the dedication of, like, Joe Jackson. You know, Michael Jackson's dad, just screaming and whipping his kids, making sure they're, like, singing 18 hours a day. You got to have that level of dedication and that level of hatred towards your kid. Lonzo Ball, right? What's Lonzo Ball's dad's name? Basket. I don't know. That's what you need. I read Andre Agassi's book. Yeah, his dad was a fucking psychopath. Okay, his older brother, when Andre Agassi was like 9 years old, his older brother told him, he was like, if dad ever tries to give you anything to drink before the matches, don't take it. Okay? Promise me you won't take it. Yeah, years later, we found out Andre Agassi's dad was just giving him meth before matches. He's giving his kids meth before matches. Give the little competitive edge. That's the dedication you need. Here I was thinking all the people living in tents outside my apartment were meth addicts. No, they were dedicated athletes on their way to Wimbledon. That's what they are. That's what you need, all right? Do you want love and affection, or do you want to be a champion? Because let me tell you something, in tennis, love is a big fat 0. That's what I'd say to my kid if I was getting him rolling in the tennis game. Such a gamble. Just a huge gamble to just assume that your kid is going to be... to be profitable, you got to be in the top 100, I think. And that's like 100 out of a million of your generation. I don't know. What the fuck are we talking about? That's what I say most of the time on this podcast. What the fuck are we talking about? I hope it sounds okay. I feel like it's loud in here. You never realize how loud your car is until you're speaking out loud. And you're like, am I yelling? Good show tonight. Fun people. Crowds are great. San Diego's just a great place for stand-up. It really is. I got thinking about it. I realized why. You have everyone here. Because it's got a huge military community. So you got the South down here. You know, you got good old boys in San Diego. It's Southern California, so you got that Southern California vibe. The beach vibe. The bros. The skaters. It's expensive as shit, so you got the rich people. And it's Southern California, it's beautiful, so you got tourists. It's everybody. It's perfect. You got the whole country in one place. I could live down here. San Diego's a better place to visit, by the way. If you're ever wanting to come visit Los Angeles, don't spend a week in Los Angeles. Come to San Diego and then have like a weekend drive up into Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a weekend place. Spend the weekend in LA. You can get everything done in a weekend. And then spend your week in San Diego. It's much better beaches. All the things that you think of when you think Southern California is San Diego. It's not LA. You don't want to go to an LA beach. Just stepping in hypodermic needles. Hypodermic needles? That doesn't sound right. That can't be right. Hypodermic. Hypodemic. Hippocratic needles. They do what they say. They take an oath. Yeah, you don't want to... There's no reason to go to the beach in LA. It's filthy. Unless you're going to the Malibu. That's nice. But then, no one wants you there. You have fucking retired producer from the 70s, coked out with his 20-year-old girlfriend being like, you're on our beach. I know it's public, but you're on our beach. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Go to San Diego. San Diego's the spot. Good God. Well, I got 2 hours left of driving. I won't be on here for 2 hours. I can't do this. My arm's getting tired. My arm is actually getting tired holding this microphone. And I just know this sounds awful. I know I'm screaming S's and P's and clicks and clacks right into your ear. What else? It's hard to think of stuff when you're driving, too. I don't have much shows coming up. I don't have my calendar up, obviously. Got a busy... I didn't even know I had this show. I had to drive down here this morning. I'm busy at work right now. Did a little WeWork. I like WeWork. It's a little pricey, but if I'm booked, I just put it in. I consider that's my day rate. That's part of my day rate, and I like it. It's like, hey, do you like working at a library, but you don't like the fact that libraries are free? WeWork. It's a library without books, and you pay for it. WeWork. It's an office that instead of you getting paid to be there, you pay to be there. WeWork. Do you like everything that most people hate about their job? Driving to an office, being surrounded by people who chew louder than need be, crunchy snacks, only crunchy snacks, no healthy snacks, kombucha, yum, on tap. Wi-Fi that's just slow enough to piss you off. Just slow enough to make your job harder. We work. That's what we do. But no, I like it. It's fine. It's convenient. It's the convenience store of desks. Hey, if people are paying to be there, they're less likely to, be degenerates looking up porn in the middle of, on like the public computer at the Wi-Fi. So, at the library. So I guess that's a plus. It's a little pricey though, I gotta say. A little pricier than it should be. At the end of the day, it's just how much money you fucking need. Alright? $30 for the day. That's fine, but that's just like the common area. $30 for that. That part should be like $5. And then charge me for the private room. The little champagne rooms. To do my conference calls. Little tiny like soundproof glass rooms. It looks creepy. I gotta be honest with you. When you're walking, it's like a maze of glass rooms where everyone's on video calls. It looks insane. It feels like a Black Mirror episode, and I'm not okay with it. But it's convenient. I'll say that. I'm losing my voice here. Losing my goddamn voice. I gotta give a shout out to my boy making it out of the hospital. If you're not following Alex Hooper's story, my guy, one of my best friends, he got sick and he's going through it. He's been in the hospital, but he's posting along the way, and he's just such an inspiration. He's killing it. He's got such he's always had like a positive vibe, a positive attitude about life anyway. It's really inspiring. But with this, he's keeping that positive energy, and it's just fucking crushing it. Killing his like physical therapy and all that shit, like just killing it, and with a smile on his face the whole time. I gotta be honest with you, folks. If I get cancer, if I get anything like that, I ain't gonna be positive. It's an inspiration. I'm so happy that he's able to do it, because I know for a fact I'm gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna be a problem. Okay? It can happen. I'm gonna fucking, everyone's gonna hate me because I'm gonna hate everyone. Listen to me, I'm still bitching about the last flu I had. Like when you see like those old people in like old folks' homes that are like throwing their Jello at the nurse and screaming and like saying, "Kill me, just fucking kill me already." That would be me as a 36-year-old. I have a cough right now. I'm upset that I don't have water. I'm upset just thinking about the fact that I can't sing Ave Maria anymore from the last time I got sick. All right? I'm going to be a disaster. Kill me. I won't be good. But now that it's kind of like when you see someone work out, either like lift a lot of weights or run a certain speed, and they're like your friends or whatever, and like they kill it like in some sort of like thing. It kind of pushes you to be able to do it. I do feel like I'm more equipped seeing like someone I know fucking killing it like that. My sister too. My sister had cancer. She fucking killed it. My mom had cancer. Killed it. Man, I just know I'll be a pussy about it. I know I will. It won't be good. I will make everyone else's life miserable. So, God bless them. Keep it going. These fucking, you see people do that. It's incredible. Incredible. Like all those people that You know, like when they're like, they get paralyzed, the doctor says they'll never walk again, and then they just like fucking, it's like they turn into an athlete, and for the next 3 years working on it, and then next thing you know, they're not only they never just get to walking. They somehow, they're like, next thing you know, they're like running the Ironman in Hawaii. Like, yeah, the doctor said I'd never walk again, so I decided to break the land record of endurance. What is that? Is that because, like, whenever you get like that, like once you're like a risk of paralyzed, you're like, give me all the steroids, give me everything, give me all the HGH, all the steroids, anything that is against the rules in the Olympics, give it to me. And then it fixes that, and they're like, well, fuck, let's keep it coming, baby. I'm trying to break the 3-minute mile. I wonder if I think I'll do steroids, but like whenever I'm in my 60s, you know? I don't get people that do steroids. Like, I had friends in college that were doing steroids. I'm like, dude, you're 19, 20. What are you doing? You are on steroids naturally. Like the reason dudes in their 40s or dudes in like the NFL are the reason they're taking testosterone is so that their bodies do what 19-year-old bodies do. That shit blew my mind whenever people I knew took steroids. Your body's still making testosterone. Don't fuck with that. But when I'm like 60, when my body's like done making it, dude, I want to be a jacked 60-year-old. Why not? Why the fuck not? Get fucking ripped in your 60s. It's hilarious looking, first of all. Fucking, have you seen a picture of J.K. Simmons? The guy who played the dorky accountant in every movie his whole life decided to turn 60, and now he looks like a knuckle. You know what I mean? You know, like your knuckle has like that, like your knuckle has wrinkly skin, but also like no fat on it. That's what he looks like now. I'm down for that. I want to look like that. Because like your body, the outside of your body's like, I'm 60, but the inside of your body's like, I'm 16. So it looks weird, but I like it. I'm down with it. That's what I want. I want to look like a knee, a rip knee, head to toe. Why not? You know. What's the other thing? Degrade? Just degrade into nothing? Nah, whatever. Why not? That sounds good too. I think if I started taking steroids in my 60s, though, I would like pair it up with like being a vegan. I think you got to give and take a little bit. I think you got to be like, all right, I'll put that in my body, but to counteract, I got to like have 100% clean living, you know? All natural everywhere else. Like no all organic, vegan, just whole food, plant-based. But also, because, you know, give me the steroids you're putting in the meat, and then I won't have to eat the meat. And then I'll look like a shriveled cabbage with neck muscles all over my body. Just shredded. That's what I'm going for. I gotta be honest with you. This doesn't feel like a good episode. And I feel like I say that every week. No, I don't. I don't say it every week because I have yet to do this 2 weeks in a row, I think. It's a problem. But we're staying consistent with it. That's all you can ask, you know? All right, I'm losing my voice. And I'm afraid I'm going to die wrecking this car on the freeway. So I'm going to go. All right? I can't think off the top of my head what shows I got next, but I know on January 30th we got the next installment of Culture Court. Definitely come out for that. At the Comedy Store, the Belly Room. I think this is on a Friday this time. I'm not sure. But I know it's January. Oh, fuck, is it the 20th or the 30th? Shit. It might be the 20th. Just go to @CultureCourt on Instagram or my Instagram, and you'll find it on there. It's a good show. Great show. And come on out. Other than that, I can't think of anything, and I also feel like I'm screaming into the mic. So it's either you can't hear me at all because it's loud in this car, or I have ruined your speakers and or your ears, and I apologize. So thank you for listening to this week. And I'll flip you on the flappity floop. Thank you. Bye-bye.